We live, but I don't see shit. Oh.
Watch when I do
Yeah,
my podcast.
Hold on. You making this shit look like Norman is the fucking sim. There you go. That's better.
Do it again.
The fuck? The fuck kind of shit was that? Nah, we not doing that.
We should do it like that.
No, we shouldn't, motherfucker.
We should do it.
Nah. Put it back on the other fucking camera. Motherfucker.
It ain't like we sitting that close on it.
Nah, would you... I have a fucking code name, nigga.
TJ, the Chicago Kid.
Welcome to the Streetz of Talkin. This is TJ Chicago Kid. As you can see, we are B-less. B is fired. B is no calling, no showing. They probably had to tag her at the farm. I'm also here with motherfucker that I've been spotting all over PG County. His signs and shit is like a bad omen. Mr. Norman, real estate sales extraordinaire, all that other pussy ass shit. We live, and we didn't come on last week, even though I was here. I wasn't high though. But I came here. I said I'm gonna be on time for the show, and wasn't no motherfucking show.
Came here?
Yeah, me and B was here. Well, B hadn't got. B was later, of course.
So
per usual.
Did y'all previously discuss there was gonna be no show?
It was an email sent out, and I didn't fucking read it. I didn't fucking read it because it had the calendar of events and shit, and I didn't read it. And
Oh, so that's why B said, "Is it gonna be a show tonight?"
yeah, that's why she said it's gonna be a show tonight. But her motherfucking ass ain't coming anyway. I'm so sick of her motherfucking shit. So what's up, y'all? This is we back. I see somebody in the chat room. It must be Lauren, who's always faithful.
Yes, Lauren is a faithful relative.
She is a faithful viewer of the show, unlike some of you other funky motherfuckers. She the only one watching. Holy shit. I have to put that out there. So, welcome to the Streetz Talk. It has been a week, 2 weeks, since we've been on the air, and a lot of shit has happened. But in that time frame, outside of Norman dragging me out to the motherfucking bridge and walking slow as hell.
But that's good though. You did your class before? Did you do a class before?
Yes, I did.
And then you went to the casino.
And I won money.
And you won money, and then you walked the 6
then,
miles. That
then
was
I
a
walked
good workout. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
but you don't look like you lost anything. I mean, you still look the same size I last saw you.
This motherfucker just act like one day of walking the bridge, you're just supposed to shrink and lose like 50 pounds or some shit.
But that was on a Sunday, right? When
was that a Sunday? Nah, that wasn't a Sunday.
Or was it a Saturday?
I think
it was
that
a weekend.
It was a Friday. That was Friday. No, that wasn't even Friday. That was Thursday.
Okay.
That was Thursday. So, yes, it's been 2 weeks. Norman, besides that bullshit, what have you...
I ate a little dick.
Oh!
That's what you want. That's what you want to hear, right?
No!
Lauren, that's what he wants to hear. He wants to hear me say...
No!
And I was dreaming about you, actually.
No, why no? Motherfucker, cut to commercial. Ooh. God damn it. I don't need to hear this shit. You took some time out from hustling houses to get you some white pole.
Why I gotta be white pole?
It wasn't a white man?
No.
It was what? It was
here.
A Cuban?
I don't do white men here.
Oh, you don't do?
I only do white men when I'm in a different country.
he like these white women that like to just have sex with black men in Jamaica and shit. They won't fuck with you here in the United States, but when you go out of the country, they gets busy.
Yeah, they love you.
So you got you some. Oh, okay. I don't even want to hear the detail because normally I will fuck with him about it, but now he got shit to tell.
He really wants to know.
I don't want to know.
Because I know this is the last show, so we might as well just let it all out.
This not the last show, but let's pretend it's the last show, and you don't tell me anything because I don't want to fucking know it. Was this like a relationship or you just being a whore?
Just a whore. I mean, I don't do relationships.
Oh, you just.
I don't do relationships.
You beat it up and bounce, huh? Oh, they beat it up.
They beat it up and I bounce. Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh, you're fucking disgusting, man.
No, that's life.
Oh shit,
That's
that
life
is
in my
fucking
neighborhood.
hilarious, dude. If you start with me on these motherfuckers, oh my god, man, I swear to goodness, this shit is the fucking worst. Wait a minute, it says we live, but I don't see the link. Ain't that a bitch? I'm sorry. You said you would be available, but you're not, and it's okay. It's not a big deal. What has happened to me in the last couple of
What
weeks?
did you do? What
I've been transporting my son back and forth to school all the way up to Baltimore. This shit has been challenging. And
You've been doing it for how long? Since you started?
yeah, it's going on. I think this is like the third week, and the shit is taxing on my fucking gas budget because I got to put motherfucking premium gas in my car. So I ain't been feeling that shit, but it's been a rough 2 week. I'm about to send the county.
You might as well go ahead and move up there.
No, not to Baltimore. Motherfucker, you only think about that because you be looking to try to sell me something.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
See, this is the shit I'm
houses are
talking
cheaper
about.
Up there too.
Instead of, yeah, and motherfuckers, the streets sink in and it's violent in the motherfucker.
Depending on it, moved to the county, not. The
I don't
city.
want to move to Baltimore. I'm not interested in moving to Baltimore. Fuck Baltimore. Baltimore is just a knockoff Chicago.
Yeah.
They steal everything from Chicago. Anyway, it's been a long 2 weeks, and we got some, I guess, some updated news. Let's see. The big thing that happened this weekend was rapper Nipsey Hussle was murdered. Sunday around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
3.
3? What do you mean? 3 out?
It was 3 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m. He was shot and killed, I believe 5 times. And it was Nipsey, I guess, would be considered his murder would be considered like Tupac's and Biggie murder in our day. How it hit the community. For those of you all who don't know who Nipsey Hussle is, he was a rapper from the West Coast, L.A., gang affiliated. A member of the Rogan 60 Crips, according to Street Talk, and he was different because he was a rapper who, from the very offset when they was interviewing him, he was talking about he didn't want to go and trick off his money on cars and on diamonds. He wanted to reinvest his money and get assets. And then the older he got, the wiser he got, he began to invest in the community that he lived in, which was the
Where he had a store at?
where he had a store at the Slauson Crenshaw district. And it was disturbing at first to me, and a lot of people ask me on my Instagram, what were my thoughts on it. I never would say anything up front because I thought it was very important to let the information come out
As to who the murderer was.
as to who he was, how it happened. Because we got this tendency within the African American community to gravitate towards fucking conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories that have absolutely nothing to do with what happened. And Nipsey Hussle had appeared on a couple of interviews and stated that he was going to do a documentary on Dr. Sebi's trial. Dr. Sebi was the natural healing doctor, a herbalist who had a trial back in the 90s, I believe.
In New York.
In New York, and against the federal government, who tried to sue him for claiming that he had cured HIV or cured AIDS. And he beat the trials. He won the trials. And people went apeshit crazy because they started talking like it's a conspiracy. The government killed him because he was doing a documentary on Dr. Sebi. And I'm like, where the fuck y'all get that from? like I hate that everything automatically has to go to some type of conspiracy theory. I learned early on in the day that the person that shot him was someone he knew, someone within the same Rolling 60s gang that he belonged to in the same set.
Really?
Yes.
The same gang.
Same gang. And the reason for it was because the dude was, I guess, allegedly a criminal informant, a snitch. Mm-hmm. And he was coming around Nipsey's shop. And Nipsey was basically telling them, you know, you're not good around here. You got police informant attached to your name, and I don't want you nowhere around my shop. Or Nipsey was supposed to have done it in a room full of people and embarrassed the guy. So the guy leaves, goes and get a gun, comes back, and shoots. Like early in the day, Sunday, I had received information that Nipsey Hussle had been killed by someone within his own gang over alleged snitch label. And then I ended up getting a picture of the dude. So the people within that small community knew what happened, knew who it was. Oh, but that didn't stop the motherfucking mad Hotep hatters. Motherfuckers that's coming out, he doing the damn documentary on Dr. Sebi. Look, first of all, Dr. Sebi's been dead for what, 3 years? And the U.S. government really don't give two fucks about black people unless we unite and rebel. Other than that, they're really not concerned. And if you go to drcbsellfood.com, you will see that, you know, most of the packages are so fucking expensive that you're not going to pay for them.
Yeah, all that shit. As I actually looked into it.
I looked into it. I saw the cell food revitalization formula, $750. Niggas is not paying for that. And they know niggas is not paying for that. Not only that, doing a Dr. Sebi
interview,
flush or a detox requires you to go an extensive period of having a very disciplined vegan diet. Like, it's shit you're not going to be able to eat, along with paying a lot of money for these cell food formulas. And niggas ain't paying for that. Niggas is not we're not about to stop eating fried chicken.
Would you ever pay for it though? If you could, if you had the means to, would you?
I would, but I know me paying for it ain't gonna do no damn good, because I'm not gonna eat like I'm supposed to. Not like he want me to eat. Oh my God. I didn't think your motherfucking ass was coming.
Why not?
Because you're always late and you didn't say you was coming.
I'm here.
What is the problem with you and 8 o'clock? Do you return? Do you?
Because I have a real job.
You have a real job?
Closing.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay, you was closing.
You said today was
The closing. When do Wendy's close early? I thought they stay open at 1 in the morning.
You funny, but you not.
You burnt yourself with some of that grease. B just walked through the door.
Funny, but you not.
So he like doing a strict vegan diet, like straight vegetables and drinking nothing but alkaline water. Niggas ain't about to do that, and the government knows that. So why would they really be concerned that Nipsey Hussle is doing a fucking documentary on Dr. Sebi? That's not gonna be no game changer in the black community.
Oh no.
That's not gonna be the. B is here today
How y'all doing?
with her
In America.
Earl Scheib eyebrows.
You're still a hater. All this going on in the world, and you're still a hater.
No.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that everybody automatically went to conspiracy theory, and then I love when, you know, he's right, but then you have brothers like Tariq Nasheed who started talking about the military was doing exercises in L.A.
They were.
And it was like, man, it was five to the body, 1 to the head. That's military style. Wrong. I was in the military. None of you were in the military. So.
Pause. Stop. Quit.
What?
You was in the military for how many days?
I was in the military for 4 years.
12.
I was in the United States Marine Corps. I was artillery candidate crewman. Thank you very much. It is 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Not fucking 5. Not 5 to the chest, 1 to the head. That wasn't military style killing. So everybody went into this whole panic that somebody killed him for some nefarious reasons, and the reality of it was that it was just a nigga that he got into it with, who obviously had no respect for life, who was rumored to be have had mental issues, and they just captured him early today. Where did they find him at? He checked into a mental institution.
Oh, really?
That's what they found.
That's
him.
what the building was?
Yeah, it was a mental institution, a mental health institution.
Yeah, it still sounds suspicious to me.
Okay, why does it sound suspicious to you?
If you're gonna do conspiracies, I don't recall. I don't think that the Dr. Sebi spin is that one's not flying. But if you wanted to use that as a cover up, that would be an awesome cover up. Because they know people are going to fly with that. They knew that would be the word, and people like to run the conspiracy theories. Hit my own bell. So yeah, I can see them running with that, but I don't think that's it. Now, so the word is that he was a known snitch, or that the conversation had to be with snitching. So is it possible that there was some other type of...
This is what witnesses...
So you think it might be the other way around? Because, Thornell, you said that Nipsey Hussle called the guy a snitch. Right?
Well, what
that's allegedly what's going on.
What I've heard from people who are on the ground is that dude was coming around and he has a reputation. He has paperwork to show that he's been a criminal informant.
Right.
And he's a rolling 60, just like Nipsey. Mm-hmm. And with him coming around Nipsey's establishment, Nipsey is like, dude, your name is Mud. You got a reputation for snitching on the homies. And you're not good around here. Which essentially is Nipsey saying, if something happens to you, I don't want it around my establishment. Get the fuck around here, because I know you're a snitch and others know you're a snitch. If people try to take your fucking head off, I don't want the heat from it. Dude leaves. I guess he's embarrassed. Goes and gets a gun. Comes back and shoots him. It's not that fucking hard. Motherfuckers get shot every day. Tupac got killed. Wasn't no conspiracy. Biggie got killed. Wasn't no conspiracy. Jam Master Jay got killed. Wasn't no conspiracy. Okay, they didn't find the motherfuckers that did it. But at the end of the day,
they didn't find the people for Biggie or
right, Pac or Jam Master Jay. So Proof, who hung out with Eminem, he got killed in a pool hall. No conspiracy. People die every day from gunfire, and we should not by default expect it to be some white men, Trump and the director of the CIA and the FBI sitting in a smoke-filled room with strippers and vodka from Russia and talking about, all the shit that's going on in the world. We got to get rid of Nipsey.
I mean, you can't discount it, because, it has
Why
happened.
Can't you?
It has happened in
Just
history.
Because something happened does not mean in every situation it's happening.
I'm not saying that that's for every situation, but you can't discount it when it has happened.
Why can't you discount it when you have everybody that witnessed it, that was around, gave this man up to police, told the police why he came and shot Nipsey, that they had got into a verbal altercation, that Nipsey embarrassed him. Dude he has a criminal fucking record, which makes him a criminal informant. That's how you get it, CI, criminal informant. He's a known gang member. Why couldn't it just be the case of a hating ass motherfucker that came back and shot him in cold blood?
It could be the case, but
It's not. It's not a matter of could. That's what happened.
That could be the case, but it's not far fetched to say if he's a known informant, maybe he was struck a deal. If you do this, scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
But then if that's going to be the case, don't stop there. Find out. Come to me with a reason why the U.S. government or Los Angeles law enforcement or the California State Highway Patrol, give me a fucking reason why they wanted Nipsey, of all the people who are who are influential in the streets of LA, who are influential in gang activity and gang in the rap industry. Give me a reason as to why Nipsey was the one that the government want dead. Don't just stop at, well, you can't dismiss it. Okay, then give me a reason why. Don't stop short. Keep going. Why would they want to kill Nipsey? Because he did look, Rock Norman has an hour-and-a-half long interview with Dr. CB.
We discounted.
Right, I'm just saying.
We discounted that.
If you remove that, then why would they want to have him killed? Okay. Of all people.
Let's throw out maybe it was his work that he was doing with the police to stop the gang activity in the community.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are stopping working with the police. Big U, who is a big influential member, who's a Crip, who brought Nipsey into the gang, has done more to quell the violence in L.A. than Nipsey has.
But does he have the reach that Nipsey has?
Absolutely.
No, I never heard in L.A. Nipsey has reach outside of the United States. What? He had the influence.
Where are you pulling it? Show us your asshole so we can see how much shit you pulling out. Because you pulling all this out your ass right now.
As an artist.
Her asshole and my asshole.
He likes ass.
I ain't worried
anybody's
about your
ass.
You really
an ass is an ass.
You missed this gutter tramp earlier.
An ass is an ass.
You missed this gutter tramp earlier.
But as an artist, look, he has the potential to reach outside of this country. You know the influence that rap has.
So now this ain't even local. This is a worldwide conspiracy. So the Mossad.
I'm just saying it's not far fetched.
The Mossad and
the government has conspired to kill many
and CIA all got
leaders,
together to kill Nipsey in front of his store.
Not far-fetched.
Do you know how fucking stupid you sound?
No, I don't sound stupid.
Yes,
how about it?
I gotta call a spade a spade.
No, you're not.
It's not even. What you're saying is not even far-fetched. It just you throwing some shit against the wall to see if it sticks.
No, like
there
I
are
say,
more
it's not
so if that's the case, why haven't they killed Jay-Z? You mean to tell me that Nipsey has more influence and more impact in the community than Jay-Z, who is bailing people out of jail down in Katrina, who's bailing people out of jail in Baltimore, who's doing all this social justice work and using his money to bail people out and pay for attorneys? You mean to tell me that Nipsey had more? I'm willing to bet you didn't know who the fuck Nipsey was prior to him getting killed.
Actually, I did.
And I did.
Name one song from Nipsey.
I enjoyed the Victory Lap CD.
I didn't ask you his CD. I said a song.
What's it? Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. Don't play with me. I know rap.
Oh, she rap.
I mean, yes. Don't make me bust out some bars.
First of all, her eyebrows are uneven.
And so is your beard.
Her eyebrows are uneven.
So what are you saying?
Y'all can't see it, but
don't be mad because I stopped you in your tracks.
Her eyebrows are very uneven.
You think you always talk about something. No. You speak loud and don't be saying nothing. That's why.
For you to act like the world has conspired to kill Nipsey Hussle and use somebody who
what actually... What I said is not far-fetched.
In your mind.
It's not far-fetched. The government has conspired, and they have killed influential leaders. You can't pass that.
I want everybody who has access to their phone.
Let me sign up onto the group.
Everybody that has access to a phone.
Because he was in the military for 4 days.
Or everybody who has a laptop and have internet access. I would like people to look up the term cognitive dissonance. because this was the epitome of cognitive
Look up
dissonance.
stacking boxes, because that's what she was doing in the military.
Cognitive dissonance.
You don't know nothing
is
about
when a person
about
is
what was
arguing a
actually going
point
down.
or they have a viewpoint on a point, and then proof is brought forward to counter that point. They ignore that proof and continue arguing what they've been saying. And this is classic cognitive dissonance. Nipsey Hussle got into it with a dude. The dude was in his feelings, went off, got a gun, and shot him. Plain and simple. It's just coincidental that Nipsey Hussle was doing something like a documentary on Dr. Sebi, and he was saying how he was going to reinvest his money back into the community. But this was no this was no RICO hatched by different government agencies. like this was not Malcolm X. This wasn't MLK. It was Nipsey Hussle. And that's not to take anything away from him, but what he was doing in LA in buying a few storefronts and putting a few black people to work was not enough for the governments of the world to conspire to kill him. Please stop that. Because y'all don't understand how stupid we look on the internet, always motherfucking jumping to some kind of nefarious government plan when we just need to say we got ignorant ass niggas that live among us who kill for no fucking reason to have no value of life. We need to just own that shit instead of always pointing to the government when sometimes it's just those that's among us. Period.
Yes, that happens. And so does the other shit. But at the end of the day,
women have straight eyebrows, but that don't mean you gonna have
a young man
some.
lost his life, a father, a husband to be. So I mean, it doesn't matter how he died. He's died. So rest in peace.
It's still a matter of we need to get our shit together and stop assuming that there's some kind of conspiracy. In this case, there was no military style killing. There was no CIA and FBI or NSA involvement. It was a nigga with tattoos on his neck who got mad because he was called a snitch. Because everybody in the street life know, and everybody who's affiliated with the street life knows that the label of a snitch is one of the worst things you can have. And when you label somebody as a snitch, not just somebody that's gonna tell a mama, but somebody that's gonna go to the police and turn over information about criminal activity they know to allow themselves to get off their shit, that's the worst shit that you can be labeled.
But I'm sure he wasn't the only one that called him a snitch. He had to get the word from somebody else.
Hold on. You say you're sure. When you say things like you sure, present information to back that up. Don't just say I'm sure and then just say, oh, it had to be somebody else. No. Give us information that show that you're sure, because there's a difference between thinking something and knowing it.
Sure. But do you think he was the first person to call him a snitch? Come on, man. You really think?
I don't know. I don't deal in hypotheticals.
Just, okay.
I'm saying he was.
You ain't come up with no facts either.
He was.
Only fact is that he's dead right now. That's the only fact that we have.
I just told you the fact is he was caught. The fact is
it's still alleged. He's a suspect. He's a suspect.
They got him on camera.
He's a suspect. They don't know if that's him. He's a suspect.
See, this is where B just likes to argue.
I'm just saying, he's a suspect. You have no facts yet. The only fact that you have is that he's dead.
So the fact that the police have caught him, the fact that
the police have caught him,
arrested
he's a
him.
Suspect.
They normally call
He's
you
a suspect.
they call you a suspect until you go to trial and you're proven guilty.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a suspect.
But if I see,
and if you're proven guilty, then that becomes
if I see you in a shirt that's too tight, am I suspecting that it's too tight?
Are you what?
Until I measure you and I find out that the shirt you're wearing too small is too tight, or
too
can
tight
I
is
just
your
trust
perception.
my eyes?
Too tight is your perception, and I don't think you can trust your eyes.
B just likes to argue.
No. Just, I mean, I don't back down to you.
It's not a matter of
tight. Your head is too tight.
If you want to be on the side of the idiots,
coming with no facts.
If you want to be on the
TJ.
side of the idiots that are going around saying that it's a fucking conspiracy. See, I know you've been hanging around with Katina. That's what it is.
I don't take word from anyone. So I'll wait until the facts come out.
When your husband tell you to put your clothes back on because you don't look that good.
So that's what you hear. I hear no such fuckery, okay?
When he look at you with your clothes off and he tell you, you don't believe him?
Lies and deceit. Lies and deceit.
What the fuck?
And your little twisted fantasy.
What has been going on with you for the last 2 weeks since you weren't here for that segment? You found somebody who could do your eyebrows, but they obviously didn't have on their glasses.
Yeah, and you're still cutting your own face, so.
I did. I ain't gonna lie.
And it shows.
I'm not gonna let nobody I'm not gonna let nobody fuck my face up.
You're gonna fuck it up yourself.
I'll fuck it up myself.
I'm
not gonna pay nobody to fuck up my face. Now you on the other hand.
Bingo, you did it. Okay.
You on the other hand.
Look here.
Your motherfucking eyebrows look like do you see? Norman laughing because he looking.
No, I'm laughing because you trying to sit here and dissect.
No, because one is straight right here, and then the other one is faded in like a temper table. So it's not really.
Like, how is it supposed to be? Tell us, Diva.
It does not. It don't look even.
Tell us, Diva. You doing makeup on your time off too? Look here. Anyway, so clearly he has no content for this show, as usual.
What you want to talk about?
I haven't 2 weeks. I can't even think back that far. So.
What, you smoking weed now?
Absolutely not, Your Honor. Who you working for?
She lying.
You working with what's the guy? Huh?
Nah. So now it's convenient.
You working with the guy?
It's convenient for him to be a snitch. Now I'm trying to snitch on your motherfucking ass.
Your snitching ass.
Anyway, what else has been going on in the world? That was some ratchet shit I was thinking about the other day. I can't think about it right now.
You know everything.
I do.
Somebody wanted to talk about Jesse.
Nah, I don't want to talk. He wanted to talk about Jesse.
One of the people in the chat.
Didn't we talk about that last time we was in?
It was talk.
Very brief
discussion. But he wasn't. He didn't get. Yeah, he didn't.
They hadn't dropped the charges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jesse Smollett, he ended up getting all his charges dropped, and people went ape shit, and people were like, "Man, what do you think?" And I'm like, "I don't care."
Well, you the one initially said he ain't gonna get off of that though.
But I said that but if the police
about 4 or 5 weeks back,
if the police could have their way, yeah, he wouldn't get off. But you know how y'all gays do.
Oh gosh, here
y'all
we go. Gonna blame
clicked
the gays
in
again.
and he called in some booty favors.
I probably would have too.
He called in some booty favors and they dropped his charge. What they did was they put his case on what's called a stat docket. And the stat docket basically is them electing not to prosecute him, and they put his case like in a file. And for 1 year, for whatever reason they want, they can bring those charges back forward. After 1 year, going into 2 or 3 years, they will have to go back and they will have to petition the court and give the judge a good reason why to bring the charges back. So everybody was talking about he beat the charge. No, he didn't beat the charge. The attorney that was prosecuting him said that he didn't believe him. No. That he believed he was guilty, he wasn't innocent, and that if they would have went forward, they could have proved the case. But because he's a non-violent offender, and this is his first time, his first charge, they been a slap on the wrist. They just put a slap on the wrist. Chicago wanted a high-profile conviction,
but it was a total embarrassment.
Yeah, it really was. But didn't they end up finding him $120,000?
Well, the city ended up finding him the $10,000. They made him forfeit the $10,000 bond that he paid. The city of Chicago, along with the mayor and the police department, is asking him to compensate them for the work, $120,000, and they're not going to get it because there's no legal avenue that they can go about getting it from him unless he's convicted, which he wasn't. So. It's a dead fucking issue. That's not
something that can go through like civil. The city can't do civil.
But he hasn't been convicted of anything.
Most people who go through civil haven't been convicted either. That's the other out.
No, this is the city trying to compensate itself for the $120,000 they spent pursuing that case.
Right.
Well, his argument is going to be, I wasn't found guilty of anything.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people
messing with the children. But you remember somebody tried to sue him in civil court.
Yeah, that's usually what people go. He lost the civil case.
Who, Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. He paid money civil.
He paid. No, the insurance money paid, and the insurance company paid it out. He didn't pay out anything. The insurer did. We posted that on the show. Where the insurer, it basically said Michael wanted to fight the case, but the insurer thought it was best that he settle. So the insurer settled. Michael didn't settle anything, and he didn't lose the case. He settled.
Right. Well, it's I don't know too much about it, but I'm wondering if that's something that could go through.
I thought the mayor, Rahm Emanuel, and they had their election today. Chicago was about to get their first black female mayor. But Rahm Emanuel is full of shit in the sense that you're so upset about the Jussie Smollett case, but you helped hide the video of Laquan McDonald being shot 17 times for a year. But you're so upset about Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett did more harm to himself than he did anybody else. I'm not dismissing what he did. I think he a fuck boy, a gay fuck boy on top of that. But he didn't harm nobody but his own reputation and his career. Yeah. He got uninvited from the motherfucking NAACP awards where he got a fucking nomination for Best Actor. So, I mean, I'm not really gonna get mad at him because he got off, because I mean he could have got to jail. I was cool with it either way, whether he went to jail or whether he didn't go to jail.
Yeah.
His career took a hit. But for the mayor to get up there and have a press conference like he's so upset and distraught because the DA dropped the ball or dropped the case, when you hid a murder by one of your police officers for a whole fucking year, and it took a reporter to put it in Freedom of Information Act request in order to get the video out there. And then all of a sudden now y'all want to charge the dude. And then you weren't all that upset that your state's attorney prosecuted this dude, but the judge only gave him 6 years. 17 shots, 6 years. So fuck Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah, it's enough going on in Chicago to
watch your mouth.
It's enough going to
all I want to know is
it's enough going on in Chicago.
When is Robert getting off?
That Jussie.
I need Robert to get off.
Jussie shouldn't be an issue.
I need Robert to get off.
That'll be
y'all letting everybody else off.
And he just may. Huh.
He
just may.
Oh, because Michael.
It's looking likely.
Because the attorney that's representing all the women, Michael Avenatti, has been charged with extortion, trying to extort Nike. Like, how the fuck do you do that?
It's just a whole hot mess.
That's it.
Chicago.
We're gonna talk about
Chi-town with the bull.
We're gonna talk about a little real estate. I know this is what Norman is.
I don't need to talk about. Don't try to appease me now with real estate. Let's
20 episodes, and now he wants to talk about some real estate.
This motherfucker been complaining every week. We never talk about real estate, and then when I give him a chance to talk about real estate, because I have a fucking Norman sighting yesterday.
You had a what?
A Norman sighting.
You probably have one every night.
Yes, Norman.
Fuck you talking
yes,
about.
and his fantasies.
You have it every night. Every time I call him.
This motherfucker slut here. Norman said
he got you right.
Norman said he got him some meat these last 2 weeks.
Look, he's trying to divert the shit.
I'm not trying. I'm go back. Look,
this bitch trying to divert.
Look, you don't want to talk about real estate.
I ain't gonna talk about real estate.
B is in that. Now you can talk to B about that shit. I'm just not comfortable you talking to me.
You talking about what?
About you got your.
So why are you bringing it up?
Your manhole open up.
Why you bringing it up?
Because B
he's be loving it.
Yeah, bitch, he love it. Like I'm gonna make a mold and give it to you.
Oh no, the fuck you not. No, the fuck you not.
Bitch,
and bronze it.
Right
yes.
I'm not interested.
Yes,
bronze it.
I'm so not interested.
Yes, you are. You curious?
Look, this is the point in the show where it gets ratchet as all hell. Okay, when we take a turn for the worse.
B, did you?
You had a lot of content for the last show.
Did you get a chance to see Us?
I did see Us.
You did?
Yes, I saw Us. I liked it. I liked it.
You got it?
I did. I think I did.
I'm shocked.
What do you mean? I'm an intellectual, sir.
You kind of slow.
Lies and
You
deceit.
slow.
Lies and deceit.
You look like you ate paint chips when you were younger.
See, I was about to say something, and I'm glad I reeled myself back in, because the views expressed on this here show are those exclusively of TJ, the Chicago kid. Yes, I did get it, and me and my son had a little fun with making up, the theories and whatnot that came along with the movie.
Norma hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but what you think about it?
She just said she thought it was good.
Overall, go through the scenes. Why you always got something to say when I say something?
Let's get serious.
C. Ferguson in the chat said, Us was awful.
Don't nobody care about what he say.
But I saw a lot of people that were saying that Us was awful. And I want to know why. C. Ferguson, call into the show and tell us why you thought
Why you
Us
want
was
his
awful.
long-winded ass to call into the show?
I like to know.
Because we tired of hearing from you.
You went and saw it 3 times. What was so
I
great
saw
and
it twice.
fantastic for you to see it? Fantasia. What was so Fantasia about
Well,
it?
the first time I went and saw it, the second night I took my daughters to see it.
Okay.
So that was it.
Okay.
Wasn't
and
like
you couldn't
I
just take them the first time?
Going 3. No, I don't take. When I go see movies, I always go see the big movies on the Thursday night the Thursday night before they actually premiere on a Friday. So because it's a school night. No, not really.
Where you go, AMC?
Yeah.
The one in Waldorf?
Yeah.
It'd be packed on Thursday.
It'd be packed always.
It wasn't packed when I went and saw it, but when we saw it the next night,
it was packed.
We went to Brandywine to escape, and it was. You got to get there when a big movie come out. You got to get that 30 minutes before. Otherwise, you're gonna be looking up at the screen, like literally looking up at the screen.
because you can pick your seat.
Pick your seats, yeah.
Yeah. You like them recliner street seats, huh?
There you go. You all with the game.
I ain't even said nothing.
You all with the game.
I ain't even said
You already envisioned Norman's
Yeah.
legs in the air with his seat all the way back in the blanket.
You probably wonder what my butt print look like in the motherfucking leather chair.
What in the hell?
Wait.
How do you think I want to know what your butt?
He probably going through the movie there. What was Norman's?
Look,
Yes, okay. Trying to get some of that seat juice.
Look, for those of you all that don't know who are new to the show, Norman is an actual gay man, and B is an actual gay man.
Watching,
And you've been checking, checking for his gay. You've been checking for Norman's gay since day one.
I have a biological gay man to my right, and I have a theoretical gay man to my left.
And you're so gay friendly.
I'm not gay friendly. I ain't with that punk shit.
A hole is a hole, TJ.
Have you seen?
A hole is a hole.
Have you seen? Have you seen the black LGBTQ community's response to Nipsey Hussle's death?
No, why do you always go on the gay? Like
Why
does it matter?
You immediately jump into the defensive without
I'm just saying, why does it matter?
Without even knowing what I'm about to say. It was very, very vicious. They were being very, very vicious on social media about Nipsey Hussle dying because of something that he said that they misinterpreted as a slander against gay men. When all he was basically saying was black boys need to be influenced by black men that they see in a home and nobody else. Well, of course, the black LGBTQ RSTUV community, who mimics white gays, felt the need to take offense to what he said. And it really was no need to take offense to it. And they were saying stuff like, it's good that he dead. We shouldn't care about him being dead.
Was it the black gays or white gays?
Black gays.
Oh, wow.
And it was very, very vicious.
Where did you see this?
This was on Black Twitter. This was on Instagram. This was on Facebook.
And so you went through and you examined and found out that these were all black gays.
Yeah, like profile pictures, and they
you went in
rainbows. No, I didn't go in anything, but I just find it strange.
Observation.
I just find it strange that segment of our community, and I'm just using it all inclusive, have become as nasty and as repulsive and repugnant as the people that they claim to be fighting against. They can become so nasty and fucking hateful. And I'm like, the man is deceased. If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And when you have this collective, this batch of people who have something in common that are coming out like that and saying the most fucked up shit, I can't honor it at all. It's fucked up. Now, that's not saying that every person that's gay or bi or lesbian or queer or all the motherfucking letters that's in there believe that. But as a collective, I just saw like the vultures circling. I need you to check with your people.
I've seen you can't group a whole community into
B's whole purpose in life.
I've seen plenty of trolls on the internet just saying some outright.
So you've seen it.
Outright bullshit. Trolls. Not necessarily gay. I don't know what they were.
Would you like
trolls,
me to show you?
Know. And you see it all up and down like the TMZ website or whatever. Just people trolling.
I don't think it's trolling. I think that community.
I can't speak to what you're talking about. But I've seen a lot of trolls talking, because you're usually not talking about anything of substance. But I've seen a lot of trolling like on TMZ and some of these other news sites that's reporting it.
No, it's been.
And I just couldn't get from the post that, oh, he's gay and he's black. So I'm curious how you got that. But you said you saw a rainbow in their profile picture, so because that's what the gays do.
Yeah, he trolling for the
yeah, trolling or cruising.
But it's cool because I've said this time and time again. Number one, B don't like black men.
Sure.
And
number two,
B and all her mannerisms.
Allegedly African.
And no, you ain't African at all.
I said I don't like you, and you're allegedly African.
I was gonna say, we ain't gonna even talk about your
per that swab test that
nappy
you had
Native American ass
over the mail.
Nappy Native American ass.
Your mail order swab test.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break because B's breath is really kicking. And her microphone is about to short circuit. And
your hoodie stinks.
And it's very, very warm in this area.
It's coming off of that
very warm
heat retention the hoodie that you have on.
We will be back in 5 minutes. Trump, can you please take us to commercial break because I'm about to pass out over here.
Yes, play us one of your cousin's tracks.
Why didn't you pay for this beat though? pay for this beat though.
Of assault.
We are back. Streetz is talking show. No, that's swallowing that water.
Oh, so what did you think about the Omari Hardwick Beyonce kiss? The Beehive is going crazy at the NAACP Awards.
Jay-Z a cuck.
He's a what?
He's a cuck.
Oh, explain.
You don't know what a cuckold is?
Oh, okay. You shutting it up like you down.
Jay-Z is a fucking cuck.
You're down.
Dude, he...
Okay, so at the NAACP Awards, Jay-Z and Beyonce were both being honored and awarded, and also Power. So they had the cast there, and I don't know if Power won an award or if it was Omari, but when he got up, he went and he gave Beyonce a kiss.
He took a picture with Jay-Z. Then he went and gave Beyonce a hug. Then he gave her a kiss on the cheek.
First he gave her a kiss on the cheek. Then he gave her a hug. Then he came back with another kiss that was like on the corner.
On the corner of her mouth. And Jay-Z just stood there and then knocked this motherfucker out.
And so the internet is going crazy. The Beehive has lost their mind as usual.
But why is the Beehive lost their mind? Isn't Beyonce capable
As if they didn't have enough marital issues.
Right.
And that now you got to insert Omari.
Well, we know
like
white women, so they ain't
yeah, he does.
Yeah, but he gonna fuck Beyonce though if he ain't fucking her already.
And so it's like that's why the Beehive would go crazy.
So the Beehive think that he fucked Beyonce fucking him as get back.
You got Omari, you got Jay-Z. Omari, Jay-Z. Mm.
But I've always thought that when women cheat up. And Omari Hardwick is not. But
it all depends on the situation.
Omari is not. He's not cheating. I mean, Beyonce is not cheating up from Jay-Z.
But she don't need to cheat up from Jay-Z. She got money.
She got money, but she can still lose money if they motherfucking get divorced and she's the cause of it.
Yeah, but she got money, so she don't need to date up.
Well.
She can have her piece on the side. Look.
Here it comes. See, now watch this bullshit. Hey, how you doing, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's saying,
oh, yeah. See.
He said, I'm going to blow your back out.
He need his ass whooped. And look at Jay-Z just
I'ma
standing
blow
there.
your back out, boo. Get in.
Look how you looking.
So yeah, the Beehive is losing it. They going in on Omari's wife.
Why they going in? Why? First of all, if you call yourself a member of the Beehive, you's a fucking loser. First of all.
Oh
Beehive,
Lord, they gonna take this show off. Look here.
Beehive, Barbie.
I'm B too, okay? Y'all take y'all hate
Barbie,
y'all heat to TJ's
y'all
small
some
ass.
fucking losers. Stop trying to live vicariously through a motherfucker who don't give two fucking shits about you. But at the end of the day, Amari Hardwick need his ass whooped. Beyonce need to be thrown down a flight of stairs.
Oh my gosh.
And
Come for them
Jay-Z need to find
at
out where
TJ, the Chicago
she's
kid.
hiding his balls, because if you did that shit to my wife, the only place that can happen to me with my wife is Jamaica. Cause them motherfuckers so goddamn smooth, they'll do it right in front of you, you won't even fucking know it. You won't even be bothered by it. But for him to do that right in front of Jay-Z, in front of a crowd, Jay-Z is a cuckold. That's the only thing that I can say. That's the only thing I can say. He damn near kissed your wife in the fucking mouth, homie, while you stood there with your fucking hands by your side.
and
He's not ghosting.
the world.
He's not ghosting real life, Jay-Z.
So of course, 50 Cent goes to his Instagram and says, "Season 6 of Power, Jay-Z kills ghosts." So
Right. So that's. I would have headbutted the fuck out of that motherfucker. Ain't like Jay-Z ain't got a lot of cushion up on his head.
But that'll make Jay-Z do right, huh? He know he got a little competition. You better straighten up and fly right.
Ain't no competition, because Jay-Z got some I make you and your whole family disappear kind of money.
I look, straighten up and fly right, Jay-Z.
Okay,
Omari on her line.
Okay, y'all keep on with it. Let me tell you bitches something. Y'all not Jay-Z and y'all not Beyonce. Your motherfucking man catch you, he gonna send your guys goddamn to work with a black eye, looking like a raccoon. Fucking around.
Still, we had them Omari lips. I'll get that a black eye.
Yeah, you go ahead. Well, I mean, your husband don't want you no way. So.
And wasn't nobody coming to kiss you either. So
Your husband don't give a damn who
therefore,
kiss
we
you in
can
your
X
mouth.
ourselves out of that conversation.
Your husband like, take her motherfucking ass from me. Shit. I'm tired of this motherfucker.
You
Shit.
damn lie. And you don't have a wife, so
The only motherfucking reason the only
Okay.
motherfucking reason I'm
And
with
so
her.
clearly, they didn't want you multiple times,
Who
right?
didn't want me multiple times?
Weren't you married a few times?
I was married once.
Once. Oh, okay.
One time, that's it. Filed for divorce and walked
One
away.
call, that's all.
Who filed? You did?
We both filed.
Mm-hmm.
Who filed first?
She filed a day before I did.
Oh, so she filed first.
So she filed. No, yeah, I mean, I prepared mine first, but I was
She filed
procrastinating.
first.
She filed first, but I mean, we lied. I mean,
She didn't want
could
you
say it-
more.
I could say it now. We both
Clearly.
lied and said that we was split up longer than we was. I didn't contest her paperwork. The only thing I said was I wasn't giving her full custody of the kids, and that was it. We got shared physical custody, and we went on about our business. She went her way, I went my way.
Okay, Nappy Vibes in the chat. Call our line. Yes, we talked about the government killing Nipsey. Call the line. We need to hear what you got to say, because TJ don't know nothing. Number is 301-232-5700. I have my good glasses on. 232-5700.
301-232-5700.
TJ ain't got nothing to talk about. We can talk to you.
And you can talk about B's eyebrows.
And do you know
that aren't
Omari?
even.
I'm trying to be kissed. So, anywho, what else you got?
I don't have.
Clearly nothing.
I don't have any
Never
fucking
have
thing.
anything. Never have anything.
You don't want to keep up with the celebrity gossip.
We never did get around to the Wendy.
Who, Wendy Williams?
Oh.
Yeah, the Wendy Williams content.
You know what? She is in the worst motherfucking position right now, because she can't talk about nobody.
And she did try it, because I did see the Birdman interview that she did recently with him and Juvenile, because they have a CD coming out. So, and she threw in a couple of little jabs about Tony Braxton.
She better stop talking about people when you living in a damn a sober house, you coke whore. Like, how the fuck do you get to?
House was for alcohol, though.
It's for people to not get high.
That's because Wendy's full of shit.
She's
full of shit.
You make a living throwing shade and talking bad about people and exposing people. You know, like, I've never liked Wendy since she did what she did to Method Man when his wife had cancer, and she went on the air and told that. Like, that's something private that he's dealing with at home.
How long ago was that?
This was a while when she was on the radio.
And I used to listen to a radio show, so I'm familiar with, like, she was never shy about her past habits, and allegedly she was drug free for over 20 years. Not saying you can't backslide. I said allegedly, but
you throw around that word allegedly in the case of her. She's always been a cokehead.
I don't think this has anything to do with a relapse or anything like that. Like, she's just not going to fess up that she's having these marital issues.
Here's the fucked up part about it.
But before you get into that, because I get a little perturbed by that, because she really went in on Mary J. Blige, and Mary did the same thing. Like, she would not fess up that her and Kendu were having problems after they had videos and all that surfaced with her and them fighting out in the street and all that. But she stood by her man, and then you know what happened with Murray and Kendu now. So I think Wendy's doing the same thing. Like, she will never speak down or talk bad about her husband. But she talks about everybody else. I think it would be better for her if she just fessed up to it. She'll get the sympathy from the people, you know. But the thing is, they built so much together, and they have so much marital assets that she might go down in history on getting it stuck to her if they got to go up in these courts.
Well, I mean, that all depends. That all depends because, according to rumor, he has brought another child into the equation.
Yes.
And courts ain't gonna look favorably on that.
But that's still him having a child. Yes, that's breaking up the marriage. But that still has nothing to do with these assets they built together.
All I'm saying is that Wendy is,
and he built her up.
If there is, if the Hindu concept of karma,
How long they been married?
I want to say they've been together over 20 years. Over 20 years. So from her radio show, and she's lost a lot of jobs, to her now having this net worth that she has, she's built with him.
Well,
so
see,
she's getting.
I feel like he should get money for the simple fact that he put up with that ugly bitch for as long as he did.
I mean, and he does deserve just from the work that
Trump.
he's
wrong?
managed her. So
if you deal with Wendy, looks like a fucking a gremlin.
She's attractive. I've seen her in person. I've seen her and her husband in person. Like she's attractive.
Did you bring your purse?
I did not.
You didn't?
Why?
You probably need to go.
You trying to rob me or something?
No, you probably.
Listeners,
you probably need to.
Pull up to the studio.
You probably need
looking
to.
for my purse, or you wanted to wear my purse?
No.
Which one is it?
No. I was saying.
What you asked me for my purse for?
After you said that Wendy was attractive, I figured that you left your purse, your glasses in your purse.
No, she is.
Because you obviously don't have 20/20 vision. If that bitch is attractive to you,
she has the conditions that her eyes pop, but she's an attractive female. I'm not saying she's Halle Berry or Miss America or whatever, but she's attractive. She's not ugly.
Wendy looks like a starved baboon.
She's not ugly.
Wendy is ugly as fuck.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Somebody said attractive where?
Right, where the fuck is she attractive
She's
at?
not ugly. She's not. She's been caught on some bad days on the net. They savage, but.
Caught on the bad days. She's had a bad lifetime.
Her wigs are totally out of order.
All of the drug use is in Wendy's face. You could look at Wendy Williams and tell that she's on something. Ever since I've seen her,
she's just on medication for her ailments that she has.
Trump.
So
I think we need to implement a drug testing policy here.
Oh, really?
For the co-host.
You sure you want to do that?
Outside of weed, because B is obviously taking something.
No, I am
Wendy
natural.
Wendy looked like E.T. when they was trying to. Wendy looked like E.T. when they was trying to sneak him out.
She did, and somebody said that's crack. She did used to do crack, and she admitted to that. Like I said, she's never been.
Why you saying she used to do it like she don't still do that shit now?
We can't say that she's still doing it.
Just because she ain't stealing fucking VCRs and selling them, don't mean she ain't doing crack.
She did not admit that she's relapsed either. She didn't never say that she's relapsed. She said she's in the sober house, but she didn't say she's in there because she relapsed.
I don't want to hear that sober house shit. She's a fucking cokehead.
She said she never sought therapy for that, but she didn't admit.
And
to,
you say that motherfucker looks attractive?
I didn't say.
You need either some glasses or your prescription needs to be strengthened.
I said she's not ugly. She's not ugly. She's not ugly. Trump gonna put
What
up
you
the
mean
worst picture he can find
What
on
you
the
mean
net.
she not ugly?
Her body bad built.
She
but-
built like a Pez dispenser.
So your body
You
makes
just
you
flip your
beautiful.
motherfucking head and you can candy it come out that motherfucker.
You built like a Tonka truck, but I mean,
I'm built like a. Is that where you
But
want to
we're
go
not-
with this?
you know,
is that where you want to go
we're
with
not
this?
saying you butt ugly.
You like-
you cannot judge
Somebody
somebody,
put a
off of their
motherfucking
body.
blouse on the armoire. I'm a big motherfucker. You
What
fucking
you
start
say?
this shit with me.
I'm just saying she's not ugly. She's not ugly. So
If
I
she's
don't
not,
even know
she's
how
not
you,
ugly. She
you
is
got
not
there.
attractive.
And he's not the best looking guy either.
Look,
so.
that man needs motherfucking. He needs a check for just laying in the bed with her motherfucking ass. That requires a lot of lowering of standards.
And the alleged baby mama not a top looker either.
Look,
so,
I mean, if you going from Wendy to an ugly baby mama, it's not that much of a. It's not a step down. The only thing is the
You're
baby mama ain't got
trying it.
no money.
you trying it.
No, Wendy. I'm sorry, Wendy is toe fuck. She toe back.
But I mean,
She ain't toe up. She toe back.
Nobody. I feel bad because nobody deserves that. But
Nobody deserves what?
just
Wendy Williams deserves
I would
everything
say.
she's
I mean,
getting.
it's kind of
Why?
comma-ish, but
Because she's always
she's
throwing
human.
dirt.
She's human too.
So are the people who she has built her career throwing dirt on.
Yeah. Okay. I
So
agree.
I mean, if that's what you do for a living, then don't expect me to be fucking sympathetic for you when you do this shit every day, 5 days a week to people who won't even fuck with you.
Wendy,
She
leave
getting
your
what she
husband.
deserve.
Write the check. We got you, girl. We gonna bring you into the
Look,
sisterhood.
It ain't like if she leave her husband,
Sisterhood
she got
of the,
prospects
traveling
out there.
pants.
She
Somebody, Trump, she's a decent looking woman. She's just making
she probably can look. She might be
Trump
able
going
to
through every picture to make her look
Why she look like
terrible.
an alien, bitch?
She
She look like E.T. The motherfucker look like E.T.
and she done had
That
work
motherfucker
done
look
on her
like
face
E.T..
too. You know that
Look.
happens when they had work done.
She can possibly get some dick from her husband. Outside of
somebody
that,
gonna give Wendy some.
nah, I ain't got that happening.
Somebody
Ain't
gonna
nobody
give some.
sliding up in Wendy. Ain't nobody dick gonna stay hard.
You be checking out Norma's ass, so I know you give Wendy some.
Here we go with this
I
bullshit
know you
again.
give Wendy some.
Here we go with this
So
bullshit
don't even
again.
front.
Here we go with
And
this
she'll
bullshit
buy you
again.
some new Bugle
You a
Boys.
straight man, but you could just admit it for a change.
Admit what?
That you be watching my ass.
No, the fuck I don't.
You wasn't feeling Wendy's ass.
Look, don't
But you
pay
be
no
seeing Norman's
attention.
ass on the bridge.
Don't pay no attention to this sachet sissy over here. Don't pay no attention to this shit.
You be seeing Norman on the bridge.
Fuck out of here.
Look, he be like, he be on the bridge. He be like, go ahead and keep walking.
Get the fuck out of here.
He had to sit down and take a break.
I left this motherfucker the other day. And
you
you
should've
know I
sent
did.
Trump
I
the
beat you.
picture.
I left you across the
You should
bridge.
have sent Trump that picture. Let me
picture
see if
of
I
what?
can send it to you.
Me sitting
While
on
you
the
was
bench?
sitting on the bench,
I'm like, look at this
because
fat
you
bitch.
all that time watching Norman's ass
I
was
was-
exhausting.
I was fucking tired.
Wore you out.
I went and trained for 2 hours, and then he come talking about let's go walk over the bridge.
But you went.
He better be careful. I'm gonna throw his
Say
ass over
yes,
there next time.
Norman.
What the fuck
I'm
happened?
coming,
Oh
Norman.
my God.
With them pants I like.
He said, wait a
See, it's always. I got a gay dude and I got a faggot over here. So
Watch
it is-
your mouth.
It is what the fuck
For the
it
girls
is. I
pull
got
up.
a gay man. I got a faggot.
And we got
Yeah.
somebody that's curious.
But I tell you what,
He ain't
I
so
got
curious.
a treat for B, and I've been working on this for the last couple of weeks.
Not like you worked on your face. But go on.
I have a couple of my female friends,
Okay.
who are butch lesbians,
Okay.
who want to come up here
Okay.
and they want to have a word with you.
Okay, come through.
They want to come through because they think you full of shit.
Come through, ladies. Where y'all at?
They
ladies
think
and gentlemen.
they like she be
Come
on there on
through.
that bullshit. She knows she don't fuck with gay women.
Come through. I have not a problem.
Within the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna bring about 3 or 4 of my
See-
butch lesbian friends up here, and I'm gonna see how motherfucker if she can keep her motherfucking composure
what you
like
think
she
she
do.
gonna
She,
do? I mean,
Oh, she
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
like every
What you
fucking fag
trying to- you
hag
trying to
who
induct me
claim
somewhere?
that they're allies of gay men, but then when they get around gay women, hard gay women, all of a sudden they switch it up because they so fucking paranoid. Just like any straight man don't want to be around a bunch of fucking gay men. No fag hag wants to be around a bunch of bush lesbians.
On my timeline, please chime in. What's this number? What's the number up again?
Yeah, the same ones that was you was supposed to show us that you was in pictures in when we asked you that time, and you didn't.
No problem.
You remember that, Norman? I said, show us one picture of you with some gay women. And you like, I'm gonna go through it and find it. And then the show went off.
Show
went off. You ain't showed shit.
Come on, post up. I know.
Fuck out of here.
I have no problem. Come through.
Normally when we have a fag hag like you,
and
y'all all around all these gay men. But the minute y'all get around these gay women who you know like to suck on cat, all of a sudden y'all switch up. Y'all ain't as liberal no more. You're clutching your purse. You got your arms folded in front of you trying to hide your titties. I know. I
grew up with all boys, okay?
Butch gonna come to the show next week?
Yeah, they gonna come to the show.
Look, it sounds like he's trying to get me turned out or something like that. You on a mission? Like
hell
what?
Yeah, she go. Watch. She gonna switch it completely the fuck up. She's gonna be sitting there like this.
And I have no problem. Like I said, I grew up with all boys. I'm fine with boys. I'm fine with lady boys. I'm fine with everybody.
You just said you fine with boys. You fine with lady boys.
Yes, I'm fine with everybody.
Hold on. She said, I'm fine with this.
That was the way my hand went that way, Norman. You was feeling the kind of ways. But get out of here.
Norman,
I'm good with everybody.
You can't be offended by her calling you a lady.
Yes,
why she pointed to me when she said
you know why the fuck she pointed at your motherfucking ass.
I'm not a lady boy.
No, and I wasn't saying I wasn't saying that Norman was a lady boy.
Norman ain't a lady boy. Norman just a whore. He's a gay whore.
That's what I am.
A fucking gay whore.
Yeah, and you're a straight whore. What's the difference?
And you say that with conviction.
I've given my life to Jesus.
Hey, Seuss, you might be trying to give it up too. What?
Ain't that a bitch?
No, you just ain't pay that bill, Trump. Don't blame it on
Right,
Jesus.
you motherfucking ain't managing his money right. Motherfucking lights gonna go off in this bitch. Somebody turn on their Wi-Fi on their phone so we can keep the show going.
Anywho, let me see. She on that meth. People tries it all the time.
Yeah, she's on that meth. What they talking about in the chat room?
Not a damn.
Not a goddamn thing. So
Same
Norman,
thing you be talking about. Hey y'all, say something. Y'all supposed to call in whatever his name was.
yeah, somebody call in at 301-232-5700 because we running out of shit to say and we just gonna sit here and start looking stupid at y'all.
You gonna be looking stupid.
Norman is over here drinking vodka or Hennessy out of the mouth. It's alkaline water. The fuck is you drinking alkaline water for?
That shit for like years.
For what?
Because he been studying Dr. Sadie.
It's supposed to normalize you, right?
Yeah. So
but you still like dick.
It's not supposed to normalize me. It's supposed to normalize my pH balance, asshole.
I'm not getting into none of that.
Everything about me. Like,
hey, Norman.
Look, watch this.
Norman, I'm gonna say something.
Trump, watch this. Go. What you gonna say?
Norman, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something, and you gonna bust out laughing.
What?
Look at the braids on top of B head. Look how loose they are. Look how loose the braids are.
What's funny about that?
What's loose?
Because she need them bitches tight.
What's loose?
Them braids on the top of your hair loose than the motherfucker.
My braids are not loose.
That's new growth.
My braids are not loose.
Your braids are loose.
My braids are not loose.
You need to tighten that shit up.
And see, you done went from.
I need to do what?
You need to loosen up your little turtleneck.
You didn't get. That's what he needs. It's like a noose on your neck. So
look,
you done went from.
And he trying to sit with his stomach sucked in too.
No, but he done went from my purse to my makeup and now my hair.
He want to convert.
Since you going all the way in.
Come on now. I mean,
you've been doing it, okay? You've been doing it all night, sir.
Look at Dawn. Over there.
I've been cutting you some slack.
Don't cut me no slack.
I've been cutting you some slack.
Say whatever you want.
Because the barber fucked up.
I'm gonna let you in that fat red thing up on your head.
The barber fucked up your headline. You just told him to give you a temper taper in the front, didn't you?
He gonna go in there next. He gonna say, "Give me some of them B brows. Give me some loose braids, baby. Give me some loose braids."
Why you always always doing the gay impersonation? Why do you
Because
do that to?
that's-
Look, I need my LGBTQ
What is a gay-
people.
what is a gay impersonation,
I need
sir?
the gay men to call up here and tell her to stop acting like
They're
them.
not gonna,
What is a
I'm
gay
right, I'm here for
impersonation,
that.
sir?
They
What
gonna
you mean? You?
I'm
Why
here for
don't you
that.
check her? Well, you ain't.
I don't need to
You
check
don't
her.
care about
What is a
nothing,
gay
man. Look,
impersonation, sir?
you do gay
What
impersonations.
is a gay impersonation?
You all doing the mannerisms and shit, and you hang
is-
blowing out. No,
Who
that's
said that's gay mannerism?
it's gay mannerisms.
How you know that?
Well,
Where
yeah,
you- where
exactly.
you
Who
get
said
from?
that's gay
Hold
mannerism?
on, are y'all double teaming
No,
me?
we just asking a question.
No, y'all not answering the question.
We
Y'all
asking-
double teaming
No,
me.
I mean, where
see,
did you
this
get
is the
that
shit
from?
we got to do every fucking
Where
weekend.
did you get that from? Did that what she's doing is gay mannerism?
Because you're doing it now,
I'm
and
just
you're
doing
gay.
like this. I'm just doing
But-
like, and you doing
You're
it.
doing
and
it
you're
now.
Doing it now.
No,
and
I'm
you're straight.
pointing.
No,
But
bitch,
don't-
you're
I'm
not
pointing. You-
pointing. Look at you.
That's exactly what
you-
she was just doing a second ago.
But
You making my point.
an effeminate male mimics a female, right?
Excuse me?
Effeminate or affeminate male.
Alpha male.
Effeminate, you know what I'm saying.
Alpha male.
That's not what I'm saying. Effeminate.
Effeminate.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Now bring the bell on you. A feminine male mimics a female, right? So how can I be acting gay?
He's not
There
effeminate.
it is. Boom.
He's gay.
You heard that pause?
He's not
That's it.
effeminate. He's gay.
I'm just saying, if that's mimicking a female, how can I?
He's not
be
mimicking.
acting
He's not.
gay?
He's not mimicking a female.
We're talking
though.
about me. You said I'm acting gay. How
You.
can I be acting
You do
gay?
gay mannerisms. Then he started doing
What
it,
is
and
a
then
gay
you were doing exactly what he
mannerism?
just did.
What is a gay mannerism?
Oh yeah, Norman. That's gay.
How is that
so
gay?
gay?
That's fucking gay.
How is that gay, TJ?
Norman, don't sit here and
No,
fucking
no.
act like you
How is
don't
that
know what
gay?
she doing.
How is that
I
gay?
don't know what she
You
doing.
know exactly what
That's
the fuck
not
she doing.
gay. He's
Look,
gay.
We got 2 minutes.
My
so let's-
brother's gay. I know
I mean,
gay.
your nephew's gay.
I know
Your
gay.
nephew gay. So do your nephew do all that?
No, my nephew don't do that shit around me.
You seem like you know all gay.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
think he's been studying his nephew too. But
Nah.
Watching Tu Wong Fu on repeat.
If that's what makes y'all sleep better at night, then you go ahead and you believe that shit.
We know,
But
but Norman said how you sleep better at night. So.
anyway, B, where can they find you at besides Smoke Shack?
I don't know
Getting
what that
ribs.
is. I don't eat meat, okay? Not like you, TJ.
You don't eat meat.
Double meat.
Norman, do you eat meat?
You eat double meat. Pile on at the _ B Johnson on Instagram.
That's it. No Twitter.
That's no. Who does Twitter?
Yeah, because this out last week. So find me on
This,
our
why you keep
Instagram.
saying this our last week? This ain't our last week.
This is our last week here.
Oh, you said
Oh, so
yeah.
y'all
You said you
quit?
fired us.
Y'all quit?
You fired her, so I'm quitting too.
Oh, okay, great.
Ah.
Where can they find
He
you at,
can't fire
motherfucker?
me.
You fuck around, I gonna pull all your goddamn signs for your real estate there.
okay.
All them
That's
bitches,
okay.
and they everywhere too.
And what you gonna do? Put it in your house on your wall?
Burn them bitches.
You're gonna make a whole wall of
I'm
Norman
gonna write devil
posters.
worshiper on that shit. Where can they find you, Norman?
Find me on Instagram, Norman Sly Realtor. Facebook, Norman Sly Hawkins. Grinder, Jack, Adam for Adam, wherever you want to find me, you can find me there.
You make me.
And look,
I
and
do-
I'm only
I do-
selling the houses during the morning hours.
the vomit be coming up in my throat when you do that
No,
shit.
you love it, though.
You
That's
can
what
find me
love
on
it. You
TJ Chicago Kid on
regurgitating.
Instagram.
But which sewer can they find you in, Pennywise?
You can find me
What
in
bookstore can they find you in?
you can find me
Putting
in,
your quarters in the machine.
in the African
With
hair
sticky
braiding
pages.
salon trying to convince B to get
To
her,
get
her
some
braids
loose
tightened.
ones.
You can find me at
Sitting
on
behind the
Instagram.
frosted
Shut
glass.
the fuck up.
Sitting behind the frosted glass.
You can find me on Instagram at TJ the _ the Chicago Kid.
Understore?
You can find me
Sticky
on
fingers.
Find
You
them at
can
Weight
find-
Watchers.
you can find me on Twitter on
Find them
Jokes
at the World
Galore.
Gym. Don't you been to
You
World
gonna
Gym?
find me on the bridge throwing this motherfucker over
You can
one
find
way.
him licking the Cinnabon sign.
We will see y'all in 7 days.